All right, Shalom. First and foremost, call halal, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Peace and infinite salutations to the elect that are scattered abroad doing this work in truth and in sincerity. I'm the brother Abal Gabar from the camp Company of Prophets here in Tampa, Florida. All right. And coming at you with a quick lesson. I was just scrolling on his end time headlines. All right. And I seen this. All right. Nearly 500 earthquakes have struck Alaska over the past 7 days. All right. So 500 earthquakes in 7 days. All right. These are earthquakes of biblical proportions, man. All right. And these are all signs of, the return of the Messiah. All right. These are those birth pains, signs of the end times. 500 earthquakes in a week in one location in Alaska. Hey, that's prophetic. All right. So I'm gonna read a little bit of this. We'll grab some scriptures and then I'll see if they got any more end time headlines we'll go into. But we are in some exciting prophetic times, man. All right, with the digital infrastructure, with the rollout of AI. The crash of the US dollar. You got false flag attacks. You have, the CBDC. Everything is lining up for prophecy to be fulfilled. And the number one prophecy we're looking out for is the mark of the beast. All right. So let's read a little bit of this. It says nearly 500 earthquakes have struck Alaska over the past week. The Alaska Earthquake Center reported, with one of the most recent quakes rattling the Anchorage area on Thanksgiving. Alaska typically experiences a high level of seismic activity, and while almost 500 earthquakes in a week may sound like a lot, it isn't unusual for the state. So this, Alaska tends to have a lot of earthquakes. All right. Let's see. It says the Alaska Earthquake Center shared the data on Wednesday in a post on X. Less than 24 hours later, a strong earthquake struck near Susitna, Alaska on Thursday. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, the magnitude 6.0 quake hit about 9 miles west of Susitna and roughly 30 miles from Anchorage. So 6.0, that's a major earthquake. It says there was no immediate reports of major damage or injuries. So it says, people felt the shaking. 5 were reportedly felt. Okay. 5 of the 500 earthquakes were felt. But nonetheless, these are the signs at the end. All right. So let's get into the scriptures. All right. Let's go to Matthew chapter 24 and verse 1. It says, and Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? So the disciples were asking Yahushua, tell us some of the signs that it's going to be the end of the world, the end of this age, the age of Esau being in power. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. And we're seeing that, at an all-time high right now. Okay? There's wars breaking out all over the earth right now. All right. And all of these, minor wars, these little different wars that are happening all over the earth is going to lead to the major World War III, right? Which is going to bring an end to this place, Babylon the Great, okay, which is America in the Bible. All right. America is Mystery Babylon the Great. And this place is going to go out by fire. And the fire is going to be by way of those nuclear missiles and the chariots of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Right? But it says, Matthew 24:6, see that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So yeah, us brothers and sisters of the faith, we are not to be troubled at these signs that are taking place. If anything, we should be rejoicing, because we see the light at the end of the tunnel. We see that Yahweh Shai is getting ready to come and deliver us. So we got to be in the spirit of rejoicing, as the scriptures tell you in Revelation. Rejoice, ye heavens. All right. We're supposed to be in the spirit of rejoicing, even at all the hell that's breaking loose all over the earth. All the earthquakes, the famines, death, destruction, wars. We supposed to be rejoicing because these are signs that Yahweh Shai is getting ready to return. All right. Verse 7, it says, For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. So one of the signs is that we would see earthquakes all over the earth. All right, Yahweh Shai warned us of that we would see earthquakes all over the earth, and 500 earthquakes in a week. Which let me go on Google. I like to do this every now and then. Let's see how many earthquakes were recorded, because you got earthquakes that maybe weren't recorded. Let's see how many earthquakes were recorded this year. How many earthquakes recorded in 2025? Wow. Holy shit. Yeah, this is this is heavy. All right, as of late 2025, there has been 613,823 earthquakes worldwide. So 614,000 earthquakes this year alone. All right. This includes one earthquake above magnitude 8.0, 14 earthquakes between magnitude 7.0 and 8.0, 136 between 6.0 and 7.0. The largest recorded event was a magnitude 8.8 earthquake in Kamchatka Peninsula, Russia, in July 2025. All right. Now let's go. Yeah. So that's a significant jump in earthquakes. Okay. Wow. 600,000 earthquakes. That is crazy. All right. Every now and then I like to do this. Let's see. We can change the date. So we are definitely seeing the signs of the end. 2024. Okay, so in 2024, we have 547,000 earthquakes with magnitudes. The strongest in 2024 was 7.5 in Japan. So 2024, there was 547,000. In 2025, there was 614,000, and we still got the rest of the month. So earthquakes are increasing, man. The amount of earthquakes happening is increasing. This is signs that we at the end. Okay. So let's go to end time headlines. Let's scroll through some of these. So you got this. Trump announces National Guard soldier Sarah Beckstorm, 20-year-old, is dead after DC terror attack. And I heard that I believe the elder Apostle Har said that these National Guard troops, these two troops that were shot, one of them is dead right now. I believe it was their first day on the job, man. So that's some crazy judgment. First day on the job, go out there and get your shit clapped. All right. Let's see. Trump administration deploying 500 more National Guard troops to DC after shooting. So we see the civil unrest getting ready to unfold. We see persecution, false flags, so on and so forth. Another earthquake, strong 4.6 magnitude earthquake rattles Hawaii's Big Island. So Hawaii got, fire tears through Hong Kong, housing complex killing at least 13. The godfather of AI warns of a complete breakdown of society. So, and this is a good website, all right? Get some end time headlines. All right, so I'm going to grab this last scripture and we'll close it out. I'm not going to make this too long at all. All right? Because we at the end. All right. If you can't see that we in the end times, hey, the Lord is not dealing with you. 2 Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So we're supposed to be measuring the times, and you measure the times with the scriptures. All right. This is our spiritual measuring stick. Okay. By reading the scriptures, understanding prophecy, understanding what prophecies haven't happened yet, what prophecies need to come to pass, where are we at in the timeline of prophecy? And that comes through studying, and also, looking at current events, looking at the world and filtering it through the scriptures, man. Right? Verse 3, 2 Ezra 9:3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shall you well understand that the Most High spoke of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So earthquakes and uproars of the people, that's happening all over the earth right now as we speak. As we speak, there's earthquakes happening right now. As we speak, there's uproars happening right now. Okay? And it's increasing in numbers. It's getting, the earthquakes are getting more severe. They're more frequent. The uproars are getting more violent. All right. Verse 5, it says, "For like as all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest." All right. So we see the end being made manifest. It's being made plain. It's clear as day that we are at the end. And this microchip is coming soon, man. All right. The mark of the beast is right around the corner. All right. And we're going to see what these other Israelite camps do, man. Okay. These other bozo ass Israelite camps trying to save the heathens. We're going to see what they do. All right. So yeah, with that, we're going to close it out. Give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Shai. Alaska had 500 earthquakes in a week, major signs of the end. Till next time, shalom.